So if you never ever want to get pregnant and you don't think children are in your future, then tubal ligation, or also called as female sterilization, it's a very safe, effective, and a permanent method of birth control. So what tubal ligation is, we actually either cut, tie, burn, or remove the tubes. So how it works is this. This is a picture of the cut section of the uterus, where this is the uterus, these are the tubes, and these are your ovaries. So every month, you ovulate from your ovaries. The egg is released. So now this egg is picked by these we call fimbria, or the fingers of the tubes, and it gets sucked into the tube and it goes into the uterus. Now this is a vagina, and the sperm will come from the vagina. Fertilization happens and the egg gets implanted into the uterus up here. Now, when we do tubal ligation, what are we doing is that we are removing this portion of the tube. Either we are cutting it, burning it, or we just removing the tube. So what it is that the egg is released. It is released from your ovary, but it cannot get into the uterus. So it's like a roadblock. So ovulation happens, nothing changes there. The ovaries continue to work. You will still be ovulating. You will be still producing hormones. So you're not going to have any symptoms of menopause or anything. You still are going to have your menstrual cycles because your uterus is still there. All we are doing is blocking this egg from meeting the sperm. And that's how tubal ligation works. Now, tubal ligation is a surgical procedure. It is done under anesthesia, and it's called laparoscopic procedure. That means we put a small camera in your belly. We look at those tubes, and then we go and we cut them or burn them or remove them depending upon whatever decision we have made. The procedure itself is a in and out procedure. So it will be done either in the hospital or outpatient facility. It takes about an hour or so. You will go home after the procedure is done. You're going to have 3 tiny incisions on your belly which heal up. Nobody will even see the scar. You're going to have 3 tiny band-aids on your belly after the surgery is done. As I said, the sutures dissolve. You're going to be a little uncomfortable, obviously, after the surgery because of the anesthesia and because it's a surgical procedure. So when you decide on it, you have to make sure that you have some help at home. You're going to need a ride to the hospital. You're going to need somebody to take you home and somebody to help you a day or so after surgery. You're not going to be walking, moving, everything. It's just going to be a little bit slow. You will get the pain medication that will take care of the pain due because of the surgery itself. After surgery, the tubal ligation works right away. There's no time lag in between. Tubes are gone, they're gone, right? So it's the eggs cannot get there. So for sterilization purposes, great, it works right away. But I would say wait to have sex till you feel comfortable in your body, till your pain and discomfort is all gone as such. Now, as like any other procedure, of course, it has failure rate. Everything has failure rate. So the failure rate is less than 1%. So it's 99% effective. When it's done, it's done. It's permanent. You cannot reverse tubal ligation. So if you change your mind a few years later and decide, well, I want to get pregnant, the only way you can do it is with IVF. There's no way the eggs naturally can go. A lot of people ask me, can it be reversed? Can you get the tubes back together? Well, if the tubes are removed, there's nothing left to get together. And because we burn and cut and we tie, it's a very little good portion of the tube left. So it really doesn't work. So IVF is the only way. And that's why it is very, very, very important that you are sure that you do not want to have children. Now, don't make a rush decision on tubal ligation just because you are going through a nasty divorce, or just because your new partner doesn't want any children, or you had a death, or in a family, or one of your children, or had a bad pregnancy and a bad delivery. Don't make that decision quickly on those points, okay? Because there are some good birth control options out there. You can use an IUD, you can use a birth control pill. There's so much out there. Use them till you are 100% sure that this is what you want. It's your decision. You make that decision. Don't get forced by anybody telling you, oh, you should get your tubes tied. No. You decide, and if that's what you want, you can get it. It's your body. It's your decision. Now, the question I get asked is how old I have to be to get tubal ligation. As long as you're legally adult, yes, you can get it. You don't have to have a certain age to get your tubes tied. If you're adult and you have decided you don't want any children, then that's it. You don't have to have previous children before. There are women who don't want to have any children, and that's fine. That's their decision. They can get tubal ligation. So, as I said, it's your decision. You decide on it when you want it and if you ever want it. But if you do, and if you have questions on tubal ligation, please call our office. We do offer these services. My information is down below, and we can talk in details at that time and decide if that's the right thing for you to do or not.